This is the first video in this series that I'm going to be going through this mod pack. The mod itself is All the Mod 7 to the Sky. It's just a large mod pack that has like a bunch of different mods. This particular mod pack is the Skyblock version of the All the Mod 7 mod pack, which is a separate one. This is just the Skyblock version of it. To actually get this mod pack, I created a video going over that, which should be up here right now. But yeah, let's just start this. I've tried starting this world 2 other times. Let's hope this works. Let's actually get started with the thing. Let's create our team, and then we'll be doing this Farmer's Paradise island. But let's just go through all the other ones. There's Cobbler's Delight, just a tree, and then there's the super classic vanilla Minecraft, but we'll be doing this. So this is the island. Actually, there is a very useful thing that is in this mod pack. If you look in the top left corner, there is a FTB Ultimine. There's a few different things. So this is shapeless. It just mines 64 of the same sort of block tag in an area around where you're looking, totaling up to 64 blocks. If we go through, you have escape tunnel. This is for like going up in like a cave, which we won't need. It just lets you mine in like really quickly up. Mining tunnel, I believe, is just in like a certain direction. It's good for like strip mining, which we won't need. Small square, 9 blocks, same 9 blocks, so the 8 blocks around the block you're looking at. Small tunnel, I think it's like straight across, but I'm not too sure. And then we're back to shapeless. So when you mine it, it will break all of those blocks, but the items actually drop where you hit, so you don't have to like run around searching for it. And it's super useful for this because you don't have to worry about things falling off because it's right where you mined it. I believe it does cost like hunger to use it, which I think is a good trade-off. Super useful. But since this is a skyblock mod, trees are very important. But since it's also modded, right? Waiting for a tree to grow would be super annoying. So there's a mod pack. I believe it's the sort of this series, the Ex Nihilo, which I believe is Latin for from nothing. But if I do this, it grows really quickly. And this actually makes getting sapling super useful. Right. There is something I can make, but we'll make it later on for this. So let's just start this off. Ran out of saplings. You can get some emergency saplings in the top right of the quest. Yep. So let's mark that as seen. Now here, for this series, we will not be doing this. We will maybe later on, once we actually get lava and more water, and stuff, but for the most part, we will not be doing this right now. Okay, so the first quest, we need 16. There we go. Nice. So what I was talking about before was something that can make getting saplings much easier is to get a crook. Now, this will give us a ponder thing, but let's just read through this. Crooks will give you a much better chance of getting saplings and apples from leaves, but it is also, let me restart. Crooks will give you a much better chance of getting saplings and apples from leaves, but it is also how to get silkworms. You will need these to get string for further progression. There are custom ponder tutorials for most, if not all, of the ex nihilo stuff. Claim the rewards in this chapter to open the tutorials. Okay, so now how do we get a crook? A simple O shape with sticks. It's very simple. That's nice. Now, how do we use it? So breaking leaves with a crook can drop silkworms. So using the silkworms on leaf will begin to infest them. Infest leaves with crook, and they can drop string and more silkworms. Nice. All right, that is actually useful for us. So we got silkworms now. So if we were to, not yet, we need to grow it. Then I like to use 2 just on both ends. It'll speed it up. Let's just do one final check. Looks good. Nice. So that gives us a good amount. We don't really need to do that anymore. Silkworms can be used for food, which is important. Right. So in order to get this quest, we need to actually go up here. It's not required, but it is very useful. So to actually get stone, you can just right-click grass or dirt or whatever, and it will drop pebbles. This drops pebbles for like all of the stone types. But what we're after is stone. Luckily, it drops more stone than any of the other ones, so you can get it a lot more quickly. Nice. So if we were to compress this, this will actually help us in the next quests. This is stand. So hammers crush blocks down to different things. Cobblestone to gravel. Gravel to sand. Just breaking it like a pickaxe. Sand to dust. Oh, nice. See, that makes it so much easier because you don't have to get it yourself. But let's actually get this one. So to make a sieve, you need slabs. You need a slab in the center, wood planks like that, and then sticks. This will give you a basic sieve, and then just fill this with string to get a mesh. That is how you get this. All right, so right click to add a mesh, sneak right click to remove it, right click to add the material, continue right clicking until it is sieved. It will explode with items that you can then pick up. Okay, so let's actually make a chest real quick and just put some of the gunk because it's really messing up my my inventory here. Okay, so now that we have this, our first goal is to get the flint mesh. This can be achieved by getting gravel. Alright, so now that we have 6 flint, I can upgrade the flint mesh, or upgrade just the regular mesh to a flint mesh. This allows us to get more flint from this. The next one is an iron mesh, it's just iron. To actually get iron though, we want to get iron pieces. Iron pieces can be acquired by doing gravel, or sand. Sand has a higher chance of 50% for each block, but it only starts at diamond. But since we're on a gravel mesh, we have a 10% chance per block. Alright, so now I'm going to just do a bit of grinding. I will fast forward this section. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be getting some ores and stuff, so I'll be getting a lot of cobblestone. I want to get some iron, because that will be useful for the next step, which has nothing to do with this. This next step is something else. But we need 6 to get started, which means that we need 24 pieces of iron pieces. I believe that's correct math. So yeah, I'm going to fast forward this section. So, as you saw in that time lapse, which took about 30 minutes of like actual time, I don't know how long it'll take in the, probably like a couple, like 10, 20 seconds, but there was a lot of time spent doing this. So what we're going to be working on now is a way to not have to do that, because that is a very annoying thing to have to do. So what we will be doing is, if we go to the quests, we started work on this side, but we haven't gone up here. So we're going to do that. So first we're going to need dust. To get dust, we need to hammer sand. Let's just get 8. There we go. And then we need this. So what we need to do first, let's get a barrel, which should, is it this? It is, okay. So this is a barrel. So yeah, let's put this stuff away. We will need that there. And is it just? No, it's like this, right? There. So this is a crucible. Crucibles are important for. So there's a difference between. Oh, pressing all the wrong buttons. This crucible is for lava, which we do not have the resources for. There we go. Just put that there. Let's put iron in. So we need 2 buckets. But first, what we will need to do is get water. So for this, let's put in this, and as you see in the top left corner, we have a heat of 2. That's how much the torch gives. So every tick or every second, it converts 2 of the sapling into 2 of the fluid, which is water in this case. Let's make a campfire, which we need coal, sticks, coal, fire, or wood. There we go. That'll run much better. All right, so now the water has been made. Let's just grab that real quick and put it in to the infinite water source. Nice, now we don't have to worry about that. But while I was waiting for that, and while I stopped recording, I decided to just make this because it'll make things so much easier. Like, so much easier. So I decided to just do it now. So to make clay, we need to fill a barrel with water and then right click it with dust to get clay. So they made us make a barrel, so now we have a barrel. Let's fill it with water and then take the dust. And now we have clay. Nice. So for this is a bit more annoying to get, simply because it takes bone meal and you need dust, but you have to hammer cobblestone 2 times in order to get dust, so it is a bit annoying getting this. Shouldn't take as long as it took to get all the iron that we needed, but it will be quite annoying. So yeah, so to get, let's look this up. So crucible, to get an unrefined crucible, we need 7 porcelain clay. Now how do you get porcelain clay? Well, you need bone meal and clay. We already have clay. We have 12 clay balls worth of clay blocks. But how do you get bone meal? Bone meal is, simple or basic methods. If we get fish, we could do it that way. Just get a knife and stuff, but we don't have fish. We could probably make a fishing rod and fish, but that might be slow. So what other way do we have? Well, we have dust. Right now we only have flint, so there's a 20% chance. I will try the fishing rod method just to see which way is faster. But let's do this one first. Let's see if we get any bone meal. We get 1 bone meal. We got 1 bone meal out of that. All right. Now, this might be a time lapse of me fishing. But before we do that, let's actually figure out how to make it a cutting board and knife. So a knife, so I'm gonna assume that's the same recipe. So cutting board is, it's actually not that bad of a recipe. Very cheap as well. Let's make a flint knife. There we go. Just put that up there. All right, so to make a fishing rod. All right, so I got a quest. All right, so as you saw there, the fishing does work. But also I made a bed during the time lapse because phantoms are a big problem. But yeah, I now have 8 bone meal from getting fish. I also have food now, which is nice. Let's go. Let's just put this away. So yeah, so we need porcelain clay. We just need 7, but we got 8. Now we have crucible, and then we need to smelt it. I think it has the same cook time as like normal stuff. Yep. There we go. Nice. So now that we have this, let us replace place this, put this down. Then we need, let's just use diorite. Put that there, and that'll make lava. Then if we follow the quest tree, this is what we're ultimately wanting to make, a Cobblestone Generator. So how do we make that? So we need glass, a bucket of water, a bucket of lava, and then wood for the first one. We don't need the glass for any of the other ones. We just put the previous version in that slot, but we do need some glass. There we go. Now we have glass, waiting for the lava. It's getting close. And then we need water as well. The lava is now done. So now that we have lava, lava, water, glass, and then wood around it to make a cobblestone generator. There we go. So now that we have that, let's place it down. Let us place it here. And then let's actually... let's look at the drawer. All right, here we go. Drawer, put it on top, and it will fill with cobblestone. The drawer is really nice because it adds like a visual element so we know exactly what is in it and how much is in it. And then we can left click to take stuff out. We can shift left click to take out a whole stack, which is really nice. But now that we have that set up, I think that's going to be it for this video.